Okay.
Hey, everybody. Cal here with Birdies and Bourbon, and that's Dan. He's with us too. So, Dan, I hope this doesn't go on as long as yesterday's match did at the Travelers. If so, I don't know if I'll make it to the end of it.
Oh man, that was fun. I enjoyed it. I have no problem with playoff. It's more golf and it's fun. I'm good. Yeah.
You talking about the whiskey tasting we just did, or are you talking about hold on, before we get into all that, first off, congratulations to Nelly Korda. She won by 3 strokes at the LPGA Championship in my home state, Atlanta, Georgia, at the Atlanta Athletic Club. Congratulations. I think she's 22 years old. She's played in, I don't know, like 15 majors already. She started when she was like early teenagers. I don't know how that's even possible, but she did. But congratulations, Nelly Korda. Hell of an event there. And yeah, good to get your first major under your belt. I guess there may be more to come. But Dan,
I hope to accomplish that bit by the time I'm 22. Ooh.
So that whiskey tasting got to you, didn't it? I can definitely tell that whiskey tasting got to you, my friend.
Oh boy.
But before we get that, so I'm gonna just gloss over on that one. I'm gonna move to the next one. Let's see what happened fun this weekend. Outside of Nelly Korda winning, I did play a round of golf. I did collect some money from the bros that I was playing with, and I call them bros. Okay, well, that's the way they act. They act like bro, yeah. And I'm like, I don't even use that word, but with these guys, you can kind of use that word with. So, yeah, we collected. Me and my partner, we had played a little teams match. So, Kevin, nice work out there. He did carry us a little bit. I did have a few shining moments, but nothing to necessarily brag about, other than I collected a check. Actually, I got cash. I didn't collect a check.
Nice.
And what else happened over the weekend? We took Dixie out to the dog park and got a little action with her, so she appreciated that. We sampled some single malt whiskey from Virginia Distilling Company, so that was fantastic. And I'm working on a cocktail list, Anna, what we're going to be drinking over the 4th of July. And I don't know, we're probably going to go with some Smoke Wagon. They just released a red, white, and blue edition. So we're probably going to have a little bit of that. I'm going to work on some kind of watermelon punch kind of thing. So it's going to be a bourbon, watermelon syrup. I'm thinking it's going to be like it's going to be a highball. So it's going to be a highball glass, and we may go with some pureed watermelon, a little bit of ginger beer, and some bourbon, garnished with a little watermelon wedge on top. I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic for the 4th of July weekend. I'll drink it before I get on the boat, because who knows what's going to happen once I get that thing on the boat. But I don't know. And I don't know. We may throw some bitters in there. We may do a little vermouth, so kind of a play on a Boulevardier-ish kind of thing could come in there somewhere. I don't know. We might go into, because there's always like leftover watermelon. So what are we going to do with it? And I'm like, well, how do we turn this into some kind of watermelon syrup for a whiskey cocktail? So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully my camera works. I don't know, man. If we really get in that kind of position, I don't know if I want my camera to work or not, but I got a feeling it will. So we'll see where we wind up there. But yeah, so I think we'll do some of that. That definitely the Kentucky Mules will be rolling. So we may try and do some riffs on those. I don't know, maybe with some fresh ginger. Maybe we'll make our own ginger beer. Who knows?
There you go.
Could be, or a riff on some ginger beer. We'll see.
That sounds good.
What are you getting into for the 4th, Dan? Do you have your cocktail made? You already got things planned? You already got the meat on the grill? What's going on for the 4th?
Smoking, yeah, some smoking some meats, and then getting into of course some of our lovely whiskey and bourbons, and then also some white wine, that kind of thing. And while watching, appropriately this time of year, unlike last year, the Rocket Mortgage on July 4th.
Oh, yes, you will. Yes, you will be watching the Rocket Mortgage. We'll get into that in just a minute. But before we do, congratulations. I don't know. So Harris English was the winner. So obviously hats off. By the way, I think Harris English is the first two-time winner of the 2021 calendar year. He is not the first two-time winner of the season, but first 2021 two-time winner. And I got to be honest with you, the way he pulled this thing off, I think we've been saying it for weeks. I mean, that dude is playing some damn good golf. He didn't shoot over 68 for the week, and comes and closes it with a 65. Pretty good. But I mean, Kramer Hickok had to be feeling good about opening up with a 63. So, I mean, that was really that Sunday. I mean, we've been getting some really damn good golf. I'll say tee to green, but Thursday through Sunday. I mean, we've been getting some really, really good golf, man. I mean, it's like storyline after storyline after storyline. I didn't get the Bryson and Brooks beef this time. I felt that was really tampered down. I didn't feel all the heat coming in. I mean, Brooks was still making his comment. Well, I just can't get excited about playing in a non-major, and it's like, okay, well, I can't really get excited about you if that's the way you're going to, it's like, I don't need the money. I don't even want to be playing golf to begin with. And, I don't know what we don't need to spend much time on this, but I want to bring it up because I think it's noteworthy. It's a good damn, it's a good take. I'm just saying, I feel like the feud's kind of fizzling out. Think they got a cease and desist?
Well, I hope Brooks calls in for the Phil event. That's what I hope happens. Little igniter fluid back on it.
It's like, I'm not betting that he hits the fairway. I'm betting that he misses the fairway and it goes out of bounds.
Hey, Chuck, it's Brooks calling. Hey, what's up, Brooks? Can you patch me into Bryson? Of course I can. Of course I can. Hey, Bryson. Yeah, it's Chuck. Okay, what's going on? I got Brooks on the line. You want to talk to him? No, of course I don't.
Hang it up. Breaking up. It's breaking up now.
My battery died.
I can totally see it happen. See it happen. So hold on. So all right. So enough.
Okay,
of those
no,
guys.
hold on.
All right,
Okay.
I brought it up, so you feel free. I brought it up.
So the likelihood of Brooks being put on the broadcast with that is very small. The likelihood, in my opinion, of him actually calling is very high.
I think that is a totally accurate statement, and I would agree with both of those. And I think if you bet for or fro either of those, I think you're winning I don't think you're winning a lot either way. I think you stand either. Yeah, I mean, I think that the over under there is clear cut, and I absolutely think he's calling in. And I think it's going to be like, hey, if Bryson bogeys this, the first 5 people to hit my Twitter page, you get a free case of Michelob Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
With your comment on what was the worst thing about his swing. I think that's totally going to happen. I can totally see that going down. I mean, even Jim Herman agrees. Jim Herman is on there. Now, I think Jim Herman's confused because I think there are 10 players that get $4 million, or maybe I misread Jim Herman's tweet. But what does he go? He goes by like Hermie Bug or Hermie Bee or Hermie Me or I don't know. It's like, but
it's
Jim
fantastic.
Herman, but he's like, hey, here's how we get the $40 million. And it's like, well, no one person gets the 40 million. But so I don't know, maybe, I mean, 44 million would feel like 40 million to me. So maybe that's what he's saying is be like, shit, I'd like to get for it. 4 million is 40 million to me. So I don't know.
Brooks Koepka could be having low energy going into Travelers because he was having roundtables all afternoon, Monday through Wednesday on what can we do at the Phil event to make a ruckus.
Well, he's got a week to play. He's got 2 weeks to plan for it, right?
Yeah, so, they got probably have planes in the sky with Michelob Ultra things.
The banners. They could do the banners.
Banners.
Yeah. Do you think a plane? The biplanes that do the smoke, right? Like, hey, I love you. Do you think the plane could actually
Brooksie.
spell out yeah, I mean, how long does that smoke last? I guess it depends on the humidity in the air and how long it lasts. I don't know, maybe. All right, hold on. Back to more important stuff. To people that are not going to win the $4 million, but people that did win more than $1 million, Harris English pulls this shit off in fantastic manner. 8 playoff holes. And if you're gonna make me sit around that long and keep me awake, let's break a record, guys. What are you doing? What? Keep it. And I knew I was waiting. I'm sure just like everyone else was. I was waiting on the thing to fold. Or someone to fold. I was waiting on someone. It was a stamina race at that point. You saw Harris out there, right? I mean, you got a guy that's played like 60 events or so. I don't know how many Harris has played. A lot more than that.
Oh yeah.
And he's out there, he's stretching, he's trying to stay loose. I mean, because those guys were on their feet for what, and there are a lot of people on their feet for 12 hours, but the pressure that guy had on him, and I don't know, maybe it's arguable. It's like, hey man, I may not get paid as much for my job as you do yours, but there's just as much pressure in a sense. I don't know. I'm not making that argument. I'm just saying with what was happening and how it was going down, I thought those guys were, I thought they were both very respectable towards each other. I still saw them kind of talking to each other now towards the 2 or 3 or like the 6th, 7th, 8th hole. Like they were kind of distancing themselves in the sense of like, hey man, like this, I'm getting tired. And you could tell they were getting tired, and they were hitting bunker shots. I think it was on the 7th playoff hole where Harris hits it into the lip of the bunker, and I'm like, I was telling the gal pal, I'm like, hey, there's no way that he's going to be able to even get that close. And of course, they walk away and they got to go to the 8th hole, and I mean, it came down to one of them making a mistake, and it just goes to show these guys are that good and they don't make mistakes.
Yep. And the crowd was all about the Kramer Hickok. And I mean, I understand why. He was doing great, played great. I do owe you, and I'll get it to you this week sometime, a meme or some kind of little video of Kramer coming into Jerry's apartment with an Alfred Hitchcock face on it. I'll get you one of those so that you can have the Kramer Hitchcock.
And by the way, the gal pal, the other half of the poor couple, she was like, wait a minute. She's like, that one guy, he looks a lot like Kramer to me. Kramer in his younger days talking about Harris English. I mean, that is like, if you do a side-by-side of current English to 30-year-old Kramer, there's a lot of similarities there. So I don't know. We may need to do 23andMe on that one. Hey, no free ads, by the way.
I don't have any shoes near me, Cal, because I'm here in the studio. But I will say that I do think we have a shoe in this last weekend. So as much as the drama was the playoff and the 8 holes and why didn't they get to 10 so they could break the record and everything else, a shoe in was guaranteed this last weekend, was it not?
Oh, do you mean, are we talking about your one and done?
No. I'm talking about what's going to happen a little bit later this year in terms of a team event, a participant.
I would think so. I would think that Harris English is definitely going to make the Ryder Cup. Mm-hmm. There could be an argument to be, I don't know if there's an argument to be made, but there could be speculation that there's a 50-year-old guy that's still refusing. He is not giving up. He's not letting in, and he is refusing. I won't say refusing in a bad way, but he's still competing with the young bucks out there. He thinks. I don't know, where'd Phil finish at? I mean, he made the cut for sure, and I don't see him yet. But there's he finished T61 at 1 under. He shoots 369s and a 72, triple 69. Don't do it. I know where your head's going. But triple 69 with a 72. And I guess there's argument to be made. I mean, can you not let a current major winner on the Ryder Cup? I don't think he's missed a Ryder Cup since his first one, which is, I don't know, 18 years or I didn't look it up, but since his first Ryder Cup appearance, he hasn't missed one yet.
I don't think it's between Phil and Harris English. And so Harris English now, with his win, and you said it earlier, it's the second win of the season for him, which is huge. And he is now, from an OWGR, he is ranked 12th. Okay.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. No, I already got the memo. Bucky is not going to make the ride. Bucky is going to be a co-captain because he's going to be like the water boy. He
could be. But Harris English is 12th now in the OWGR, in the official world golf ranking. But if you go in there, he's 9th on Americans.
Well, where is Tony Finau?
He's 17th in OWGR. I haven't done the Americans. So he's been dropping.
So, I mean, if you look at it, and it's like, if you got to make a decision, I don't know, you were steering me in a direction. Did I take it the right way?
Yeah, definitely Ryder Cup. I'm like, I think Harris English is a shoe in. He's 12th in OWGR. He's 9th among the Americans. He's won twice this year. How can he not be a member of this
Harris
team?
is going to make it. Bubba Watson's not going to make it. Patrick Reed's going to make it. Dustin, which I don't know. I mean, look at Dustin Johnson and what he's been doing, man. I'm not discounting. I'm not discounting. I know. And I'm not discounting, but like, where the hell is that dude? What about where's Stuart Sinks at on the, I mean, like this could be like this could be the old man's club on the Ryder Cup team. It could be like the most senior Ryder Cup appearance from the U.S.
So here's the like, who's gonna make it? Like, you've got Webb, Berger, Finau, Scheffler, Spieth's gonna make it. Kokrak, Horschel. You know, who's gonna make it out of those guys? I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. And I don't know if Phil is gonna be a shoe in. I just don't know. I mean, hey, can we start calling him the barista?
Well, I think last year yes, we can. Yes, we can start calling him the barista. So it wasn't last year's because it got canceled. It moved to this year, and now it's going to be on odd number years instead of even number years. But the 2018 Ryder Cup, weren't they going to give Phil an exemption or something to play that? And he's like, he didn't want it. He wanted to play. He was going to play. And maybe I could totally be missing that, but I think that's what happened. He said, no, I'm going to play my way onto it. And he did. He did not play his way into the PGA Championship.
No.
No, he
qualified. He qualified.
Okay, he qualified. Oh, it was the U.S. Open that he didn't.
He had the exemption, but then because he won the PGA, he qualified
for the US Open. He didn't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's going to be question. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's fun. This is such a fun year of golf. It's so fun.
What's going to be happening.
It's so fun. So you said golf was great this weekend. I didn't think it was great. I was really expecting to see Kevin Streelman.
Oh, wait a minute. How'd your one and done do?
I forgot who I picked.
Let me remind you, I didn't. You picked Kevin Streelman. And when I go down to the cut line, looking where he came in, I don't see him anywhere.
Yeah.
I do look for the guy I picked, Brian Harmon, and I don't have to scroll very far from the guy that won. And I see him sitting at T5.
I know. So also in that cut line, I'll tell you that, hey, if you listen to the Birdies and Bourbon pod every week, you'll know that we are on the forefront in terms of predictions. We love to make predictions. It's one of our most favorite things to do.
And we are not professionals.
No. And we get a lot of them wrong. But it's, making a prediction is not about getting the prediction right. It's about forward thinking and a dinner conversation and just coming up with a conversation of things that are interesting, that have merit, and it could make you, just think about things differently. So what did we predict in the last month or two, Cal, that just came true last week?
Harris English was going to win a golf tournament.
No, we predicted that Ricky Fowler was going to have a baby.
I was trying not to make this a political conversation. Okay.
Yeah. We said Fowler is going to have the baby.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody else is, and we absolutely said it was going to happen. So I don't. Let's see. So how old's Rory's kid now? Like 4 or 5 months old, 6 months old.
Yeah.
So basically what's happening here is don't bet on Fowler until like the 2022 calendar year. or at least 2022 PGA season, because you saw what happened to Rory, right? I mean, and then he comes back at Quail Hollow and he fires off. Oh, you know what? Call it out now. Call it now. TPC 2022. We got to get I'll make a note right now. We got to get PB in on this one. TPC 2022. Ricky Fowler, 2-time winner of the Players Championship at TPC Sawgrass.
We could probably get some really good odds on that right now. Yep. 100%.
I'm betting that shit. It's going to be, I mean, he's going to be tuned in, man. He's going to be fine. He's going to be like, hey, I need to get out of the house more. I need to focus more on my game. If I don't pick this shit up, there's only so many sponsors exemptions I'm going to get. So I think there's totally a way that Ricky Fowler wins TPC in 2022.
I can see it. I can see
it too. And I bet the odds are great on that one.
Exactly.
Let's see. Hold on. Before we get into our DraftKings show, well, I don't even want to get into the DraftKings show. Kramer Hickok, I don't know. Is he real or not? I mean, of course he's real, but is that, I mean, you sticking with him? What about Mark Leishman? Mark Leishman is on the tee. He's up there. He's like, I don't know. Do I go and have a sandwich? Do we put another shrimp on? Do we put another shrimp on the barbie? I don't know. Is it time for a Leishman lager? You know, he's out on the range, and you see English comes in, fires a 65. Hickok closes out with a 67. So those guys are above. Leishman almost higgoed this thing. You know, he was thinking, I mean, if that kid can do it, why the hell can't I do it? I mean, I've earned my stripes out here. I put my mileage in. I deserve it. So, but, you know, he stuck around, did the right thing. He probably punched his caddy and was like, damn it, I told you we should have just left. Who Abe Answer, 72 on Thursday. And I'm like, holy shit, why did I pick Abe? He shoots a pair of 66s over Friday and Saturday and follows it up with a 65. I mean, good Lord, Abe, where have you been all my life?
He had an ace, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. On the 8th hole. Yeah. Bought everybody Modelos. Hello, cerveza Modelo.
He said, please drink after the round, right?
Yeah. Please enjoy them after your round. You know who surprised me was Kevin Kisner with a pair of 63s. A pair of 63s.
He's back in form.
I mean, he's definitely going in some lineups for me.
Yeah, we're going to talk about him in the DraftKings show, because I think he played well. He played well at Rocket last year.
He got hot.
Who was he playing with last year in the Rocket? They were playing. They had him in the third. It was with Hatton, I think. He's playing with Hatton in the fourth round.
Hatton.
Yeah, Hatton. Yeah. Yep.
Could have been. Who else? Koepka. And we've given him enough airtime, but it's like, oh, I don't focus on this. You ain't focusing shooting the T5. I mean, come on, man. I don't know. That's just, I don't know. I think it's, to say it's disrespectful for the game. I mean, you should see what I do on the golf course, so it would be a fair statement. But I don't know. I just think, I think it's all, he's pissed off that he's having to play golf for a living. But but if you think about it, I mean, I'm not a baseball player by any means. Now, you have played a little bit of baseball in your day. I mean, if you had the ability to play either one, and you're like, well, I could go here and I could go there. For me personally, I don't know why you would go and play baseball versus golf. Because golf, if you can compete at the level that Koepka can compete at, clearly he can't compete at that level in baseball, or he would be doing it. So he can't do it. But if you could equally compete at either or, why would you go play baseball instead of playing golf? It doesn't make any sense to me. Think about how many baseball players want to be good golfers.
It's true.
You can just run. You can run down. I mean, think about David Wells, right? I saw him the other day, and he was talking about how, and he plays golf all the fucking time out in Arizona. All these golfers want to play. Mark Mulder. I mean, I could just start running through lists of baseball players. George Brett, I could run through a list of Hall of Famers that would give they would probably, I don't know if they give up their baseball career, but they might give up a ring or two, because a lot of them have multiple rings that Brooks will never have. So, I mean, but I'm just saying, it's like, And then some of them are also good golfers, but they're not great golfers. It just happened that he could do that and not the other. I don't get it. Why would you be pissed off? Because you're that good of an athlete and you just can't accomplish it?
I don't know why you'd be that mad. I mean, you can play golf earlier and longer, right? So a lot of these golfers turn pro before 20, at 20, at 22, and then they play till 50. So
hey,
I mean,
that's what it is. That's what it is. He's bringing that baseball locker room mentality to the golf course. That's the issue. That's the issue. He's bringing the baseball. Yep, that's what's happening. I knew we'd get there.
I love it. I love it though. It's so good.
Who else? My boy Adam Scott. 800.
So many. All right. So team Brooks, team Koepka. I don't care which one. We love team content, and I think Brooks is doing a fantastic job with bringing notoriety and some kind of like tension to the game. I think it's fantastic. Do you?
I think it's great.
It's great. And we love it.
I want more. I want more.
Yeah.
I want more. And I like how the other players are kind of digging in too. Now, I think the other players are being a little more, when I say players, I'm not talking about the baseball team. I'm talking about the other professional golfers that are out there that are extremely happy to be playing golf professionally. So who I'm referencing. And no, I think it's absolutely, it couldn't be better for me. I love the way that these guys are getting behind it, and they're not fueling a fire, but they're all athletes, and they're behind something that's like, I want to continue to go down this road. I mean, that's why would I, if I ignore it, I don't think it does. If you ignore this, I don't think it does anything positive for the game. I don't think it does anything positive for images. Now, you could probably be a little too involved in it, but I think that's for people like us to do. It's for the media. I'm not saying we're the media, but I'm saying it's for folks to make an interpretation and to elaborate on what's happening. And I think it's absolutely great, man. I say keep it up, guys.
Yeah.
Don't let up. Pour it on. Who else did we miss? I don't think we missed anybody, did we?
Nope.
By the way, did I mention Kevin Streelman? He missed the cut.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. Your one and done's are looking pretty sad.
One of the things. So, Cal, do you have any predictions for Wimbledon?
Let's see. I'm going for
Djokovic.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah. I think Tsitsipas lost today. So don't pick him.
Right. I mean, how can you go against him, right? I mean,
unless you think the Fed is gonna like pull one out like Brady, he could. And this is the surface to do it right here, because this is grass.
I know. He's a grass guy. Guy. But I'm just saying, man, at this point he's gonna have to finesse it, and I'm not saying he doesn't have the finesse game to pull it off. I'm just saying, I think there's how much older? Like there's 10 years, right? At least.
No, it's probably like
8.
Like 5 or 6. Yeah, 5 or 6. I think Federer's like around 40. I think Joker's like 30.
33.
Yeah.
So I think that there's I think an athlete like that, I think they age in dog years or something equivalent to. So I think the extra age on the body is a whole, unless your name's Tom Brady and you only sleep with angels and eat a vegetarian diet.
Yeah.
And you probably did you pull the age up?
It's 34 versus 39. So yeah, like 5, 6 years.
Okay. Yeah. But I think that 5 years, like once you hit that, and everybody talks about, oh, well, hey man, wait until you hit 30, you'll never know. And then wait until you hit 50 and then wait until you hit 60 and it catches up with you a lot faster. And especially the wear and tear that they're putting on. I'm not saying he can't get it done. I just think that I think it's going to be hard because I think that even though there's only 6 years difference, give or take 5 or 6 years, I think that he's going to be able to overpower him. I just don't know that when it's a one-man squad like that, I don't know that you can outwork somebody, which in golf, I think you can. I think you can keep the stamina up. I think when it's something that's physically active like that, I think it's going to be hard for them to do.
Give me a quick tip here, and then we'll go to break, and we'll come back with our DraftKings show. Strawberries and cream is the snack of Wimbledon. So if you're watching Breakfast at Wimbledon this weekend for July 4th for the quarters, or maybe it's a quarter, maybe it's just the third or fourth round. If you're watching Breakfast at Wimbledon this weekend, what are you pairing with that from a whiskey or from a cocktail perspective?
I'd love to tell you. I'm pouring Penelope's Rosé Cask Finish.
Ooh.
I might even do, if I did want to drink it neat or on the rocks, which I could do both, and I have done both. But I could do a play on a white Boulevardier. And I could use Penelope's Rosé Cask Finish. I'd almost turn it into a spritzer. I'd use a little Aperol. I'd use a sweet white vermouth, probably from Koki, and I'd hit it with a little Penelope Rosé Cask Finish. And I think that would pair very well with strawberries and cream. I mean, good Lord. And I can't lie though. I would probably. Since we are across the way, I'd probably want to do like some link sausage with it on the grill, just so I get that kind of salty, savory to balance it out. And if I really wanted to get cute, I'd probably go to 1821 and their barrel-aged bitters. And I'd hit the, that white, Boulevardier with the little bitters on top, just to kind of make it pop with that salty sausage. Definitely got to have a little cheese mixed in there with it. Yeah, that's the way I'd go.
Well, as they said, nothing you do. Get in the car. Get in the car. You're going downtown. That's a good answer. All right, we'll be right back with our DraftKings picks for the Rocket Mortgage. Cheers.
We'll be back.